All right, guys, welcome to Panther Prowl here on the SDH Network. I'm Madison Cruz, and joined with me is Georgia State's Gavin Williams. Gavin, we survived the hurricane. Thank goodness. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling great. The hurricane hit last night and took me a while to fall asleep. But other than that, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful.
Awesome. Well, I want to go back. I want to talk about that the Sun Belt opener for you guys against Coastal Carolina, a 1-0 loss at home. After a couple of days after the game has happened, what are your thoughts on the match overall?
Yeah, obviously it didn't go as planned, and it's a bit unfortunate to lose your first home opener and everything. But I feel like all the boys are, very positive and just want to get back out there. And yeah, we obviously have work to do, but we're willing to put in that work and hopefully get back to our winning ways and everything. So yeah, we're excited and looking forward to it.
What do you think have been some of the biggest challenges for you guys this season? Not only just from like looking at the season as a whole, going from non-conference then moving into conference play now.
Yeah, I think the run of games has always been a problem. The obviously heavy legs and everything like that, but I think our biggest problem is just breaking down back lines and trying to score goals because I feel like we play really well and we can get everything done in the back third, middle third, and we're just trying to find that final piece.
And I mean, that will be my next question. What do you think have been some of the bright spots for you guys?
Bright spots. I think build-up play has been great. I think defending as a whole has been, top class almost. It's just like I said, the final piece that's missing is the final pass or the final shot. It just doesn't seem to want to go in the back of the net. So
I want to ask a little bit because it's your junior year here at GSU, and you've kind of grown into a leader on the field. How has that adjustment been like for you?
I mean, it's been great. Yeah, obviously I came in freshman year and came in as a sub. Wasn't really much of a leader, and then sophomore year obviously started I think 20 out of 20 games, became more of a leader, I guess. And then this year as one of the older guys, it's definitely a big jump and a new step, but I've been loving it so far. I like that the boys can just come to me if they need something, or they can look to me if they need anything. So it's been really good. It's been a little bit of a change, obviously, because I'm getting older. So it's really weird, but it's a positive. So yeah, I've been really excited about everything.
Is that something that you ever thought you would be? You'd be a leader in that regard, going on the field, or is that something that when it kind of fell at your feet, you just kind of took it by the reins and ran with it?
I think I've always been somewhat of a leader on every team I've been on, but no, I wasn't expecting it coming in freshman year, little me, like 110 pounds, like, oh, I'm going to be a leader of this team. But no, it's been great though. It's been great.
What do you think have been some of the biggest differences from last season to this season for the team, but also for you as a player?
I think the biggest difference is the dynamic changes of like every year a group is going to change. Every year you're going to have some transfer out, you're going to have some graduate. So obviously new players. And then personally, I was playing as a defensive mid last season. Every single game I was playing a six role. So definitely different than the role I'm playing now, which is more of a 10/false 9, so much higher up the pitch. So I think it's just a little bit of a change, but I think I've managed it well. So, but no, it's been great because I started my career, my soccer career, if you will, playing very high up, like not really defending much, and then I got thrown into the 6th position, and then started to learn how to defend. Loved working for the team, and then thrown back up to 10. So, but no, it's been a great change, and I keep learning day by day. So,
how difficult was that transition? I know you said you played up more up top a little bit, so it wasn't that big of a jump. But going from being that defensive midfielder and really kind of being a solid piece in that midfield to then moving up and kind of facilitating a lot of the attack.
Yeah, I feel like when I was playing 6. obviously the roles are very different. So I was more of a build-up piece, if you will, last year helping the team. And then this year, obviously, I'm not as much in the build-up. And then I'm more, try to score goals, create chances and everything. But no, the transition, it's been great. It's just, again, the final piece isn't there yet, but I'm sure it'll come.
And I want to go and look at UCF. Obviously, the game was supposed to be today. You guys are obviously not in Florida. You guys are going up there on Sunday to face them. What are some of the challenges that they bring to you guys?
Obviously, UCF has always been a great program. They joined the Sun Belt last year. And I remember last year we played them at home in a 3-2 loss, I think, but it was one of our best games of football last year. So, yeah, we're excited to get down there. Obviously, we were supposed to play Thursday, maybe. No, we were supposed to play today, I think, actually. But now we're playing Sunday. So the staff and everything has done a great job in changing all that. But as a team, we're just really excited to get down there and play footy again. So
how difficult is it to, you're anticipating to go down and play a game on Friday to then have it just immediately switch? Obviously, unforeseen circumstances with everything, with the hurricane and everything. But how difficult is it to kind of switch it back? Is it kind of more of a positive? You get more time to maybe look at some film, look a little bit more at what they do well, and then you guys can go back into training and work on it? Or is it a little bit of a disadvantage where you feel ready and now you have 2 more days where you have to sit on it?
I think time is always a good thing, or at least personally. But no, I do not mind having the extra day to rest the legs. And then obviously with the hurricane coming, just for safety reasons, it was probably better to change it to Sunday. And then obviously give us more time to prepare. And we need to start getting wins in Sun Belt play. So I think overall it's a positive thing.
Awesome. Well, Gavin, thank you so much for taking the time with us, and good luck on Sunday, and obviously stay dry because who knows what this hurricane can bring.
Perfect. Thank you so much. You too.
Welcome back into the Panther Prowl. I'm Madison Cruz. He's Jason Longshore, and joined with us is GSU's women's soccer's Gabby West. Gabby, how are you doing today? Staying dry from the hurricane, I would suppose.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't get a huge hit from the hurricane, which is really, really nice. Ended up going east. So our facility, everything looks great right now for us.
Amazing. Thank goodness, because
Yeah.
Never in my life, I don't think I've ever experienced a hurricane in anything like this in Georgia.
Yeah.
So
how
strange.
crazy was everything with the Troy game getting moved up and getting delayed and all the chaos with that?
I mean, we were ready for it. Ed told us, he pulled us in that morning. It was like, hey, or on Tuesday morning, he was like, we're probably going to have to move to Wednesday. So we got ready, drove up that morning, played the full first half. And then, we had probably an hour and a half of a halftime. And we got back onto the field. Like, the skies were clear at that point. And I mean, the field was kind of rough, but we adjusted the game plan, settled down pretty well. Things didn't go our way necessarily, but I do think coming in for the weekend, I think we're in a good spot right now.
It's so interesting how the weather can affect something like this.
Yeah.
How difficult was it to kind of keep the energy, especially you have that hour and a half break at halftime, you get that run in the first half, and then you get this break. How do you keep things going and keep energy up?
Yeah, we went straight to the locker room. We brought the speaker, and we were just playing music for that hour and a half until we were otherwise told that we were either going to play, stick it out, or if we were going to go home. So just prepared to keep on playing for the second half. Definitely really difficult coming back onto the field with the conditions. There's just the ball, as soon as it dropped, it wouldn't move, and you had to pass the ball a lot harder than you initially would. So definitely changed a little bit, but I think we adjusted well in the second half.
Yeah, for you guys, that's definitely going to play a factor, the way that y'all want to build out of the back and combine.
Especially.
I thought you played really well in Troy,
dealing
with all of the conditions. Just how do you, looking back at it, feel like you guys adjusted to the field not really being able to play your game in that second 45?
Yeah, I mean, definitely in the first half, we were connecting passes to the midfield. The second half got a little more difficult because, that ball wasn't rolling as fast. So we kind of had to result and played a little longer. And honestly battle in the air and win our first and seconds and be really good in the air, because Troy's a really physical team. I'll give it to them for that. And we just had to make sure that we battled and won our first and seconds.
Okay, who is the playlist? Who has the best playlist on the team? Who plays it?
I would say Jada Foose definitely has our pregame aux.
I love it. But looking at the season as a whole, how do you think the defense has really come together for you guys this season, especially with a lot of the great results you guys have had?
I definitely think we struggled in the beginning. We've had a lot of injuries. Things didn't go in our way. I would say we were probably the unluckiest team in the conference by far right now. I do think the past couple games we've been consistent, and honestly, like, the team has gotten really close and we've been working really well together. So I think it's a stride in the right direction, and we just have to get one early on Sunday.
That's one of the things that's been really impressive to me is, when you're missing so many different people at various points, like you guys have this year, and the results don't quite go your way, you see teams at times fall apart. And you guys, if anything, it seems like you've gotten stronger.
Yeah, I definitely think that adversity has really helped us and build like a unity within the team. So I'm glad the adversity has come like when it did. Glad that it didn't start like in the middle of conference, but I think we're in the right place at the right time.
You mentioned the injuries. How have you guys been overcoming those injuries, especially in that non-conference portion, and getting back to the feel and everything when you guys are heading into conference?
Yeah, honestly, just lifting each other up on the field, and especially positivity from the bench. Like, there's nothing else you can be than positive and uplifting. And like, everybody's going to get their opportunity. And when you get on the field, like, you have to take it, kind of thing.
You've had a lot of freshmen and sophomores play a lot of minutes this season, maybe some unexpectedly. As one of the leaders in this group, what is your role in kind of helping them feel comfortable?
Yeah, like, everybody's going to make a mistake on the field, but like, when they make that mistake, like, you have to let them know, like, it's okay, next one, you got the next one. And that you just don't, because personally, like, I've struggled with it a lot, and like, you make a mistake and it's just like a downhill slope from there. But like, coming from so much experience and being a senior and going through and being that freshman and sophomore, being so scared to actually be on the field and pass like your first pass of the game, just get your first one, make a mistake, move on. But it's just like, it's the upperclassmen's role to uplift like our younger kids on the field when they're playing like their first minutes of their career.
How has the team been meshing? You have such a mix with that. How have you guys really kind of got to know each other and are able to feel it out, especially on the field, but also off of it?
Yeah, I would say this is honestly the closest that we've been in a really long time. I think each year, like, as we go, we just get closer and closer as a team, especially like, I think there's 11 of us in our senior class and 11 of us are leaving, but we've all gone really close between like the freshmen coming in. Like, I think this is the closest we've ever been, which I think has helped with the injuries and everything. Like, we could have definitely been doing a lot worse than we have as a team, but I think we've really like gone very close as a team this year.
I've got kind of a two-parter, and I want to first part, you guys had an incredible center back in previous years in Ava Diaz-Lois, who I'm sure kind of left an imprint on you, especially playing a similar position. Yeah. How important was it to have played so long with her for you?
Yeah, I mean, she played since she was a freshman to the time she was a fifth year, was a main starter for the team. Us losing her, I think, played a bigger impact than we really thought it was going to. She was a team leader, trying to figure out who's going to fill that spot. Like, are we going to play back three? Are we going to play back four? But playing with her, like, she was just always so positive. She was never negative. She worked her butt off, like, the full 90 minutes of the game. And just, like, she's definitely a role model for me. And I guess, like, probably all the other backs, and just staying consistent and working hard. But she's been great. She was great. We definitely are missing her this year.
I'm sure another player that you've kind of learned from and played alongside for so long is Callie Mahan, who is on the verge of breaking Ava's record for appearances. A different kind of leader Callie is. How would you describe how she captains and leads this group?
Callie is a special player for sure, because like, the first game that she didn't play this whole year or this whole career was against South Carolina, when she was kind of struggling with a little injury herself. She gets on the field, and there's no doubt in my mind that she's not going to give it her all, like, through every tackle. And she's running by the end of the game. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, she will not have anything left in the tank because it's all being left out in the field. So I think in that way, like, you always know that she's going to be accountable on the field. She talks on the field. She leads on the field. Like, she's just your hard worker. You always know you're going to get her 100%, which I think is why she's lead by example. I do think.
Speaking of leaders, obviously you're one of those yourself. What would you think is your leadership style, and also trying to be a voice for the team, but also not trying to be like some of the other leaders on there and trying to make yourself a better leader while also trying to lead with everyone else?
Yeah. So I definitely think I like to be positive with everybody. Like, yes, we get scored on. Yes. Okay. Now we have 45 more minutes to go, and let's see if we can get another one. But there's no need to dwell on like the mistakes that we've already made, but like, let's build off of it, so just being positive with everybody around me and constantly communicating on the field. I do think we do lack a little bit of communication on the field at times. So just trying to be a voice in the back for everybody, because I see the full game like unfold before me. So just voicing for everybody else is what I'm trying to do.
The way that you guys play, it's really distinct. It's very specific. It has a clear identity, and it's different from how a lot of other teams play. Is that something that you've really bought into, playing soccer in this manner, building out of the back, combining with passes?
I mean, I wouldn't say that like I was our traditional defender. I was recruited as a center forward here, and then my freshman year, after first semester, I kind of shifted to playing in the back. So having I'm someone, I like the ball at my feet. Like, I'm not necessarily going to be that person that plays a long ball every single time. So I really do think, like, combining with the midfield and everything, I love how we play. So I think it's been really great. I think our whole back line kind of plays the same way. I'm really excited to see how we progress on Sunday, to be honest, because even at practice, like, you can see it, like, we're really, really clicking right now.
Speaking of which, let's go ahead and get into Sunday's matchup against South Alabama. What has been the early scouting report like looking for them, and how are you guys going to tackle them on Sunday?
South Al is one of our toughest games of the season. It's one of our most competitive, in that we just have to keep to our own identity. We don't conform to them, but we keep playing out of the bag, playing through the midfield, playing up the forwards. We're really just need to connect our final pass in the final third to be able to get one in. I think that's where we're really lacking right now, but we just have to stay consistent with how we play, to be honest.
Going into the Sun Belt schedule now, a couple games in, looking for the first win. What is that biggest missing piece in your mind to get that?
I think it's our final third. I do. I think we had, like 16 shots against Troy. And we just couldn't get one in the back of the net. I think we struggled with our defense in the beginning. We were able to kind of connect up top, but now I think our defense is kind of settling in now, and we're progressing really well. But I do think we're just missing that final pass in the final third. Just looking for a quality chance, like waiting for that quality chance.
And with this matchup, third conference game of the season, how important is it to get a win here at home for you guys?
We need one. We need one now. I mean, we've only won one game this season, which honestly can be really tough for the team morale, but we're fighting, we're going. Technically, we're undefeated in the conference right now with 2 ties. Like, I think we can get this one on Sunday. I really do, and I'm excited. And we really need this for the team morale.
Yeah, it feels really, really close, and it feels like one that just that first goal, especially an early one, can pop it forward for you guys.
Completely agree.
Can't wait to call it. Really looking forward to it. It'll be on ESPN Plus starting at 1:00 on Sunday. Gabby, thanks for taking some time for us.
Well, thank you so much for having me.